G'day kids, Mr. Curtis here, and I hope you are really well at home. I hope you're getting out for some exercise, you're staying positive, staying healthy, eating some good foods, and feeling good about yourself, all right? Really important. Now, I want to call out to a couple of people who've done some incredible stuff with their CoSpaces with me, because I can see what they've done online, and that is to Isaiah, Holly, Macklin and Andrew, because I've gone into CoSpaces and checked out what they've done. Fantastic work. A huge call out to Macklin and Holly, because they've done some incredible things with their current project, which is all about building a 3D house. Sensational. So keep up the incredible work. And I'm going to get those projects shared on Facebook as well, because they are that good. I'm going to get them on there, because everyone needs to see them. All right, but today, I got a really exciting lesson. I'm going to show you how to use paths in CoSpace. Now, paths are a bit like a normal everyday path, where you can go and you walk on it. But in CoSpaces, we put a path in our CoSpace, and then we put an object on it, and that object travels along the path. So, for example, you might have a path through a park, and you might have a person that walks along that path. So it's a way that something can move around your CoSpace. And today for our house, we are going to get our camera to move on our path, so we take someone on a virtual tour of the 3D house. So pretty amazing. I get excited about it. I love it anyway. All right, so first thing we need to do, but I need you to listen to my instructions really carefully, because they can be a little bit tricky just with clicking your mouse on the path sometimes. I'm going to try and make it as easy as I possibly can. But the first thing we need to do is need to locate our camera. So my camera is down here. I'll move it around a bit. So grab your camera. And I always put my camera outside the front door, or the door, because you don't want to start the camera in the house. You want to start outside the house, and then it leads into the house. So it gives a sense of reveal to people as they move through your house. So pull your camera at the start there, at the start of your house, and then we go to our library down here, bottom left-hand side, we go to library, and we click on this icon, this special icon. So it's down here, it looks like a little movie camera. Special, it's a camera really. And then there's a round path, a square path, and a straight line path. I always like to pick the round path. So I drag that out into my house. And when I've clicked on it, what I like to do, this is where it can get a little bit tricky. I need to get my mouse exactly on it, so maybe it's better if I zoom in. I like to get my mouse, I'll just close that library. Get my mouse exactly on it. I right click, perfect. And then what I want to do is it brings up these options for the path. And now what I want to do is click on Edit Path. So I click, no I don't, I want to go to Path, sorry. I want to go to this path up here. It's a little straight line that says Path. I'm going to click on that. Now this gives us the couple of options. The first option, it says Show in Play Mode. So when you're playing your project, if you click on that or move that little slider, that means your path will show, like you'll actually see the line of your path. But if you unclick it, you won't see the line of the path. You just see the person moving around or the object moving around. The other important part is this width. I like to blow my width up a bit just to start with, because it makes it easier for me to work with my path and click on it. So I'm going to blow that up. Yeah, make it nice and big, so it's easier for my mouse to click on it. All right, now I'm going to shut those down. Now, the next bit I'm going to click on is Edit Path here. Edit Path. So we click on that, Edit Path. Now what we want to do, you see those little blue points here, little blue dots? You can actually click on them and drag them out. Yeah, and that allows you to move your path around the house. You can also slide these dots along if you want to. Yeah, but the other important part, and I know, say for example, Macklin's house. He's got 2 stories in his house, and he's got to go upstairs. So he's got lots of stuff going on. So he's going to need to make his path go lots of places, upstairs, all over the place. So he's going to need a lot of these little blue dots in order to be able to move around his whole house. So we need to add more blue dots. So once in order to do that, if you've clicked Edit Path, like we did before, all you'll have to do now is just move your mouse along this little line and just left click it. And see how I'm adding all these dots? So you just left click it on your mouse and you add these dots. But you need to have made sure that you, first of all, went to your path and did Edit Path like I did just before. So if you haven't done that and you can't do these blue dots, just rewind the video and you will be able to get that happening. So make sure you put heaps. So don't worry about having too many, because Normally speaking, you don't have to. You won't see them anyway if you hide your path. So I've got a fair few there. That should probably. Oh, I'll remove the whole thing. It should probably do. You might add a couple more down here. So I add lots of dots. I don't get too worried that I'm going to have too many. I don't have to. If I don't use them, I don't use them. All right. So there's my dots. Now I'm going to zoom back out on my path. But what I want to do, I want to start my path at the door. So I'm going to get one of these blue dots and I'm going to drag it all the way to the front door. You can move it out the front door if you want. You could even start it in your garden if you wanted to. But I'm just going to start mine. So at the front door there. And as you can see, I might get a couple more dots down here. All right. So what I'm going to do is then move my camera slightly this way first. And then I'm going to get another blue dot here, drag it out. Oh, click on that blue dot. Come on, blue dot. Out you go. Might move it there. And the trick is with your camera, you don't want too many dramatic, like sharp turns. Otherwise, if you're in virtual reality, you're coming down, boing, and you move, boing, and you move. Not a good experience. You sort of want nice, gradual curves in your path if you can get it. Now that takes a bit of practice, and I'm not saying mine's going to be anything amazing today, but you kids will have more time than me to be able to do it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this bit of the path down the back of the house. Can move that dot along there. Now you might want to go you might want to do it around the back of this chair even, like, hang on, I've got a bit of an overlapping path here, haven't I? That can happen sometimes. So we might want to go around the back here, because you might want to show people the amazing kitchen that you've got. Like mine might get a bit tight because I don't think I've got a lot of space, but we'll see how we go. I suppose my dots are making it a little bit confusing here, aren't they? But I'll move them along. We'll get there in the end. So you can see you can be pretty detailed with your path, as in where you take people and how you do it. But you've got to have enough dots in order to be able to do that. If you haven't got enough dots, you got problems. All right, I'm going to move that bit in there. You got to be careful, don't crash into brick walls as well. That gives people headaches. Headaches. You don't want them either when you're on a virtual tour. No good for having headaches. Okie dokies. See if I can sort this out a bit. I've got a couple too many dots here, but anyway, it's all good. It's all good, as they say. Alrighty, let's have a look here. Okay. Probably delete a couple, but we'll just keep moving. That's going to take people a bit of a roundabout there. Alright, let's have a look. So I've clicked off my path. If I click back on it, that's where I can get a bit tricky. There we go. I've got to click right on the line to get my dots back. That's where I can get a little bit tricky. Sometimes you can do a top view, can help here as well. Alright, let's have a look. I'll have a look in the bedroom. I don't want to crash into a brick wall. That's not much fun, is it? This is where it gets tricky, see, because your camera can start to spin in a little bit of a crazy motion. I think you get the picture of what's happening though. And it's going to have to come back out the doorway. There we go. Then when it comes back, oh, I don't want that one. Can go there. I need to move some dots up here. There we go. Not much in this room, but anyway. We'll get this path through the house in a little bit. It just takes a little bit of time sometimes to get your path working like you want it to. But it's well worth it. You sort of get the picture anyway. Pretty sure. It's not the one I want. My dots are causing me problems. I've overdotted it, guys. In the teaching, I've overdotted it. There we go. That's what I want. You need to get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Slide along there. Come on, slide along for me. Oh, that's a bit fiddly, isn't it? I think this is what I need down here. Yep, lost them again. And this can happen, so you got to click right on the white line if you want to get your dots back again. What have I got here? I've got a bit of a laundry, hey? I've got a door in there. No, I've got a door, I better check it out. I've got a door yep, I do have a door in my bathroom. Okay, that's cool. Got a door in my bathroom. We might try and take a little tour of the bathroom then, hey? Just try and get this. Oh, lost it again. Might do edit path. See if I can't get another dot in here. Oh. Alright. This is taking way too long, and you guys probably don't want to keep watching me keep doing this. But what I'll try and do is I'll just try and get a quick fix now, and then we should be pretty close. Alright, I'm going to get it wrapped up. Alright. It's not going to be perfect because I need to take more time to do this, but we're going to get a couple of really rickety turns as we're coming out of here. Alright, so my camera, as you can see, my path is pretty, it's a little bit, my turns are a little bit too tight, alright, that's just the way it is. But if I had more time, like if I had like a full lesson to do this, I'd be making this really cool, really precise and everything else, but mine's not perfect. So what we'll do, now I need to get back in here. What I need to do is I need to attach my camera to this path and then do a little bit of coding. So the first thing I do is I click on my camera and then I right click with my mouse, and then here it'll say code. It's a little bit, it says code, so click on code and it says using code blocks. So you want to make sure this little slider is turned on over to the right hand side so it's blue, which means your camera can then be coded in the code section of CoSpaces. Okay, so that's a good thing, that's turned on. Now I'm going to remove my ugly mug and put it down here. What we need to do is we need to go up to the top here where it says, to the top right hand side where it says code. We click on code and okay. So we've got a bit of code here. It says when play is clicked, move the camera. Let me get rid of that. You might not have that. So it says when play is clicked, we want to go to here. So it says transform, and we have to hover over these blocks so we can see what they say. So is it a bit cut off? So we want to move camera so many meters forward. No, we don't want that. Move camera on the path. Yes, that's what we want to do. Now, if you've just designed one path, we'll get this block first and we'll drag it up here. Now, if you've only got the one path, if you click this down arrow, you'll only have round path. But if you've created for some reason a path on the inside of your house and you've got another path somewhere else, you'll have different options. But I've only got one, which makes it nice and easy. So when the play button is clicked, which is the play button in CoSpaces, it's going to move my camera on the round path in 5 seconds. So that means that camera would start at the beginning where my camera was, and it'll go zoom around my house in 5 seconds. And I'm going to get dizzy. If I'm going that quick around this house, whoa, I am dizzy. So we don't want it. So I might make it, I don't know, what's the tour of a house might be? I might make it 30 seconds. So I click here in there and I make it 30. I just hit enter and I'm good to go. Now, if we wanted it to keep going around the house, keep going around the house, keep going around the house, we could put it in what's called a loop, but right now we're just going to get it to go around the house that one time. So let's see if this works, eh? And otherwise we might have some bugs, who knows? Let's have a look. So I'm going to play it. Oh, here we go, I'm going through my house. Oh, yep, cool. Watch out! Turn, boom, and turn. Oh, here I go. I have a bit of crossover there. Bedroom, not bad. Oh, brick wall, no, I'm out. Oh. It'd be better if I had more furniture. Oh, toilet. Check out toilet. Wow, very impressive toilet. Not much furniture there, pretty boring. And we're going to go back to the start right now. Oh, I'm back again, are we? No, I'm back out. All right, now do it. So, as you can see, there's my little tour of the house. So there's a few overlapping pieces there for my camera, which you can probably see in my path. But some of it was nice and smooth, some bits were nice and smooth. When you get little tight rooms, they do get a bit tricky with your path because you have to sort of turn around in quite a tight circle or tight turning space. But lots of fun. So if you build your path really accurately, and let's say you've got a nice house with open spaces, it's really well furnished, it's really exciting to be able to show people how that looks. So I reckon, and I tell you what, I don't reckon, I know, I'm super excited to see a couple of these projects, in particular Macklins and Hollies, and anyone else that wants to take the time to build a really cool house and then put a path in there, and let's go on a virtual tour. And then I'm gonna film your virtual tour on your house, I send it to Mr. Sims, the great man himself, and then ba-boom, we're gonna get it on Facebook and blow people's minds with your creativity and imagination. All right, I hope that has been of some help for you guys. You're having some fun, get involved, get creative, and think of other ways that you can take what you know about paths and use them in your projects. So you've done a tour of the house now, you could also maybe create another project and use a path in that as well. Maybe you could create a haunted house, or maybe you could create, who knows, maybe you could create a roller coaster that you go on, all sorts of things. Or maybe you could just create a parkland and make people walk around the park and different things, walk around the park and do different things as well. So the possibilities are limitless, only limited by your imagination. Now remember, stay happy, stay positive, get plenty of exercise, okay? Do the best you possibly can with your remote learning, because it is so important, guys, that you maintain a level of connection. Try and minimize your screen time, your PlayStation, Fortnite, all of that as well, okay? Small blocks in moderation is what we want. All right, I hope you have a wonderful week. All right, I hope you get lots of value out of this one, and I'll chat to all you wonderful individuals soon. See you guys. Bye.